I've always wanted to teach, not always special ed. I grew up with a learning disability myself, and typically people are like, oh, I had great teachers and that's why I went into teaching, but it was the opposite for me. I struggled a lot growing up with a learning disability and not having the right guidance. That's why I chose to go into teaching.
Yeah, raisins.
Bush is an early intervention program for children with autism as well as other special needs and their typical peers. Every moment is a teaching moment in my classroom and outside of the classroom. I mean, it's as simple as getting out of the seat on the bus and walking down the steps. The act of remembering that they need to get their book bag before getting off the bus, and they have to wait because someone's in front of them, being aware that someone's in front of them and understanding how to wait. Every single thing that we take for granted is a teaching moment.
Oh.
Apple! Good boy. He just started talking. He just started in the program at the beginning of the year.
My son Ben, before he started at Bush, he was a really frustrated little boy who he didn't have the language skills to get his needs and wants. And his motor skills, in both fine and gross, were also delayed. So he was very frustrated. And when he came to Bush, and especially in Miss Sarah's class, he was able to fine-tune his language skills and his play skills, and he really started to blossom and become have a lot less anxiety about social interactions and being in school, and just kind of finally being like a typical playful child.
It was amazing to see Ben and all of those students transform every year, but Ben especially, when he first came to Bush, he was essentially nonverbal and had a lot of behaviors, and he's now in a regular classroom with his peers, and that's what we hope for. I just feel like I have an understanding for children with autism, and I love the challenge, and every single student that I have is unique in their own way. No two children are alike, and I like to learn and grow every year from my students because I do what I do dependent on my students' needs. I am Sarah Preston, and I educate.